Hey, good morning, everyone. This is the morning warm up, and today we're going to talk about worry. Do you worry? We all worry. Let's think about worry for a second. What is worry? Worry is when our brains go into that state of feeling about something that's going on, where many times we're fabricating a story about the future based in the what ifs, okay, based in the what ifs. And we all worry, all of us do it. So one of the things to think about is when you go to that state of worry. I'm just going to give you a couple of things that Brendon Burchard talked about today in his daily Fire on My Growth Day app. The first one is this: is the worry that you have right now, is it based in factual information? Meaning, is there a basis for truly worrying, right? And if it's not, if you're creating a future story that hasn't happened yet, then that's not based in fact. My dad would always say, son, let's worry when we know we have something to worry about. You know, a lot of people are completely healthy, but they worry about sickness, right? And they worry themselves into a state of sickness. And so if the worry ever gets you into a consuming loop where it just becomes constant and creates anxiety and fear and paralyzes you or stifles your future growth, that's when you really need to identify and say, wait a second, is this worry that I have, is it based in fact? That's number one. The next one is this: when you're in that state of worry, ask yourself, what can you control, right? What can I control right now, right here? Is what I'm worrying about, can I have a solution-based plan for it? Right? Can I have a solution-based plan for it? Right? That's very, very important. And then activate that plan, right? Activate that plan. So instead of freaking out and catastrophizing, put a plan in place that's solution-based. The next one is this: is identify the root of the worry. You know, many times people will worry about things and they'll catastrophize because it's based in something that happened to them at a very young age that caused them to have this very deep-seated emotion or feeling in that situation. So maybe at a young age they had a sense of abandonment, and so when family members don't want to do things with them and they worry about people aren't going to all get together, we're not all going to be together, that really goes back to a deep-seated worry that you had, or deep-seated emotion that you had at a young age. People who maybe worry a lot about money, they worry and worry about money, right? Maybe there's a deep-seated emotion that happened at a young age where there was this life of scarcity, right? And they never want to have that feeling again. And so what they do is they consistently worry about it. So maybe identify what that deep-seated emotion is and then work on that. Work on that emotion. The next one is this: is you want to make sure that when you're worrying, and this is the last one that he kind of came up with, is you want to be able to release. You know, so many times what happens is we actually take that worry to bed with us at night. Have a really, really good situation where you can release that worry and let it go, right? Because here's what I'll tell you: if you're going to carry it with you through the evening, it's going to mess up your sleep. It's going to not allow you to be in a state of mind to deal with what's happening, and it's still going to be there in the morning, right? So get yourself into, maybe use meditation, but in some way, shape, or form. You know, one of the things that I do is I go through this process. So first thing, when I'm really worrying, I say, hey, is it based in fact? If it's not based in fact, and I can't change anything about it right now, then why am I giving it space in my mind? Number one. Number two, if it is, then maybe I'll journal about it, find out, why is this affecting me so badly? What is it that's causing this? And really look at that and then become solution-based with that. And then the last one that I do is I ask myself, okay, this is something to worry about, but is it benefiting me? And then I go into a state of release, right? And I release it. And also, I figure out a plan, right? So if it is based in fact, what's the plan you have to tackle that worry that you have, right? What's the plan to tackle the worry? All right, everybody. Hopefully that was helpful. And then tomorrow I'm going to give you some questions that you can ask yourself when you are in that state of worry that you can go through and you can map out. All right. Be awesome. Help somebody. Make it a great day.